Kerala cites Delta threat before Onam. Lesson learnt after appeasement heat. Or double standards in COVID fight.
You're watching India Today with me, Nabila Jamal, and that's our top focus. The big faith versus COVID debate is back here. Even as Kerala continues to record over 20,000 daily COVID cases, curbs were eased for Bakrid, but with Onam festival, there seems to be no respite. In fact, Onam is just around the corner and the state will have to make tough calls here. Will these curbs be eased for Onam too, as they did for Bakrid? That's the question.
A ferocious COVID spike. Kerala leading India's COVID tally. Contributing over half of nationwide daily cases. The state government, which faced flack for relaxing COVID curbs for 3 days during Bakrid, is more cautious ahead of Onam. State Health Minister Veena George warned against dropping guard for upcoming Onam festivities, adding that the state needs to be more cautious as the Delta variant is spreading fast.
ഒരു പ്രധാന കാര്യം ഡെൽറ്റ വേരിയന്റ് ആണ് നമ്മുടെ ഈ രോഗവ്യാപനത്തിന് രണ്ടാം തരംഗത്തിൽ കാരണമായിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഡെൽറ്റ വേരിയന്റ് വളരെ വേഗം വ്യാപിക്കുന്ന ഒരു വകഭേദമാണ്. കൊറോണ വൈറസിന്റെ വകഭേദമാണ്. വളരെ പെട്ടെന്ന് വ്യാപിക്കും.
George added that CM Pinarayi Vijayan will take a collective decision on Onam relief soon.
അതിലൊരു കൂട്ടായ തീരുമാനമാണ് സംസ്ഥാന സർക്കാർ എടുക്കുന്നത്. ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയുടെ നേതൃത്വത്തിലുള്ള കോവിഡ് റിവ്യൂ കമ്മിറ്റി ഇത് സംബന്ധിച്ച കാര്യങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും അടങ്ങുന്ന കോവിഡ് വിദഗ്ധ സമിതിയും വകുപ്പുകളെല്ലാം അടങ്ങുന്ന സമിതി ഇത് പരിശോധിച്ചിട്ടാണ് ഒരു കൂട്ടായ തീരുമാനത്തിന്റെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിലാണ്.
Last time the state government decision to relax curbs for Bakrid had received flack from the top court, which however didn't stop the move, saying the horse had already bolted. This time Thiruvu Onam, or the most auspicious day of Onam festivities, is on 21st of August, which is a Saturday, and will witness impact of full weekend lockdown if the state government doesn't relax curbs. The opposition BJP has accused the government of double standards in COVID fight. BJP IT cell chief Amit Malviya said in Kerala model of secularism, a health emergency is being viewed through prism of religion and vote bank. Kerala is leading the number of fresh COVID cases in India. It had relaxed COVID curbs for Bakrid on July 18th, 19th and 20th despite rising cases. Bureau Report, India Today.
Even as the COVID-19 pandemic by and large has cooled off with daily COVID cases across the country dropping slightly, we're still looking at a grim milestone that Kerala has seen. But before I get to Kerala, I'm going to take you through the numbers, overall numbers in the country today. We're looking at our Corona India dashboard where recovered numbers so far in total shows 3,82,520. Where on the other hand, we're looking at 4,24,351 people who've lost their lives in total in India. Currently, the active cases in India stands at 37,45,237. Now, taking you closely to Kerala, we're looking at Kerala, of course, seeing spike in COVID-19 cases. In fact, the active cases in Kerala currently stands at 4,45,692. The total deaths in Kerala so far has been reported at 16,781 and total cases so far has been reported at 32 lakh odd in Kerala. We're looking at Karnataka as well, looking at quite a spike in cases. Currently in Karnataka, we're looking at about 6 lakh 6,05,515 active cases, while the death toll in Karnataka now at 36,562. We're also looking at Tamil Nadu. We are looking at a spike in cases there as well. In Tamil Nadu, currently active cases stands at 3,13,048. Total death toll in Tamil Nadu at 34,076. Now, these are the numbers. If I take you through the daily update, daily case count in states like Kerala, it is the highest with 20,000 cases, 20,624 cases on a daily basis that's been reported in Kerala. And then second, you have Maharashtra with 6,959 cases being reported on a daily basis. Then you have Andhra at 2,058 cases on a daily basis. Karnataka after at 1,987. Tamil Nadu 1,986. And then you have Odisha at 1,578. Of course, the other states include Assam, Mizoram, Manipur and West Bengal. All right, there you have it. In Kerala, we're looking at Onam festivities, which is just around the corner. And looking at the spike in COVID cases in the state, it appears that Kerala government might just continue with their strict curbs, as opposed to earlier when Bakrid was celebrated. The curbs were eased and Kerala did receive a lot of flack. And now you have Onam around the corner, but Kerala, of course, now mulling over whether or not to ease restrictions. More likely they wouldn't. Tuhin Sinha, BJP spokesperson, joining us. More details on that. Tuhin, if you can give us a glimpse into a perspective here of a Kerala model which was lauded through and through. We're looking at explosion of cases. The highest number of COVID-19 cases in the state across India today stands in Kerala. At a time like that, Kerala eased curbs for Bakrid, the same yardstick not used for festivals like Onam, because we hear that Kerala is now thinking hard whether or not to ease restrictions. They're going to keep those curbs strict. Rightly so. They should have used the same policy previously as well.
Well, the only Kerala model that I know is a super spreader model, where you put other adjoining states in jeopardy. So because of Kerala, which is right now reporting 51% of the daily cases, I think even Karnataka and Tamil Nadu seem to be infected by this, uncontrolled rise. But what is absolutely appalling over here is the unabashed communist hypocrisy, as you yourself have pointed out. Despite a belated censure by the Honorable Supreme Court, they did not even think twice, or they did not think even once to put in some amount of curbs during the Bakrid celebrations. But now, as the health minister has already said, they are exploring restrictions for Onam. This hypocrisy and this pro-Islamist agenda of the communist government has put national interests in serious jeopardy. Today, with a population of 2.5%, if Kerala reports 51% of the daily cases, if it reports a 13.5% TPR as against the national average of 2.4%, there is need for serious introspection. And if you just compare it with Uttar Pradesh, with a nearly 18% of the population of the country, Uttar Pradesh has been reporting less than 50 cases per day with a TPR of 0.02%. So I think the communists, I know for a fact that they have never acted in national interest, but this time, the hypocrisy on a sensitive issue like COVID management is absolutely cringeworthy and appalling, to say the least.
Well, in all fairness, if restrictions were eased for Bakrid, then why not for Onam? But right now, we're looking at cases increasing in Kerala. They're adding up to 20,000 cases per day. But I'd like to ask you, Mr. Tuhin, of course, speaking of national safety, security, what really happened when you had the Kumbh Mela literally in full swing, and then you had very recently, right after the deadly second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Puri Jagannath Rath Yatra also that took place with a huge number of priests who gathered.
Let me just tell you this, that in a country as diverse and vast as India, one size fits all doesn't apply. In Uttarakhand, when the Kumbh Mela was actually given a go-ahead, you should check the TPR, you should check the existing number of cases prevailing per day. But even then, the Kumbh Mela was curtailed midway. It was truncated. as against that, despite despite all the censure that Kerala government received in the national media, despite a belated censure by the Supreme Court, it went ahead with a 3-day leeway for the Bakrid festival, and now the results are there. So I don't think there is any comparison. For that matter, even in the first week of February, when the country was just reporting 10,000 cases, 50% of those were from Kerala. So Kerala has never been out of the woods.
So
And that is why
the Kumbh Mela returnees, almost 99% of them tested positive. So whether your cases in those respective states were low or not, it certainly increased post the Kumbh Mela.
To realize, let me put this in the right perspective. You need to consider the factors prevailing at the time when concession or when the permission to for Kumbh Mela was given. But even then, it was truncated. Kerala, for that matter, since mid-June, and in fact throughout for most of the last 6 months, has been reporting a TPR of over 10%. So in this situation, for them to give a free run for 3 days was absolutely unacceptable. We all knew that.
Mr. Tuin, what according to you should Kerala ideally be doing right now? Because now, naysayers would say you've given permission for Bakrid, give us permission for Onam. And now their cases are exploding. What in your view should Kerala do?
No, it is incumbent upon the state government to act in the best interests of the state. So it is for them to decide. But I am just pointing out at the sheer hypocrisy which they have throughout maintained to pander to a certain vote bank. Which is absolutely
All
right.
right.
Tomorrow
Let me take this question. Mr. Sinha, stay with us. I'll take your question to Saira Shah Halim, who's an activist joining us. Saira, a lot of criticism against the Kerala government, vote bank politics that the Kerala government is playing amid the pandemic. You had Bakrid. Even then, Kerala had the highest number of cases in the country, and COVID-19 restrictions were eased. Now you have Onam round the corner. The Kerala government is thinking twice. Why not use the same parameters? We know the cases have increased, but looking at the past, why did they really ease restrictions for Bakrid? Was it just appeasement? Saira, I'm not able to hear you. We're going to try and patch you yet again. Saira, I'm not able to hear you. Your audio isn't coming through. Yeah, all right. Now go on.
Can you hear? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that last year also, the whole COVID pandemic had taken a communal tone when the Tablighi Jamaatis were, given the responsibility of spreading the virus. So I want to say is, let's act in a pragmatic manner. Kerala has done a stupendous job as far as containing the virus is concerned, as far as containing the pandemic. It's got a lowest rate of seropositivity, which needs to be taken into account. And I think Kerala so far has done an excellent job of protecting its people. That is why the low seropositivity rate. Why aren't we taking all that into picture? And if you look at the population, right, of the percentage of the population, the 50% of the population still remains vulnerable and susceptible to the virus, which shows that the Kerala model is an exemplary model. Why are we just looking at...
Saira, the Kerala model right now is really delusional to us because we're looking at positivity rate much higher than 10%. It isn't really as successful as the state claims to be. At a time like this, you have Bakrid, which just went by very recently, barely about 10 days ago. At that point in time, restrictions were eased just for those 3 days of Bakrid. Now, when Onam is coming up, all questions raised. You gave some ease of restrictions for those celebrating Bakrid, but why not to those celebrating Onam? So now it's already looked at with a communal eye from the people of Kerala itself.
No, I don't want to actually engage in whataboutery right now, because the thing is, I think the Kerala model is heralded as an exemplary model. If you look at the way they have tested, tracked and traced right from the beginning of the model, I think they have conducted themselves in a very responsible manner. So today, if we say that the guidelines were relaxed during Eid, and why not this and that, I think that will be unfair, because they...
Why according to you were restrictions eased during Bakrid?
No, I'll tell you one thing, because the market forces have to, operate end of the day. And if the Kerala model so far has done a commendable job of, holding, everything, all the protocols, everything so responsibly.
But despite the
I don't
protocols, as we
understand.
see from Bakrid to today, cases have only increased.
See, I'll tell you what, the WHO had made it amply clear that we cannot communalize a virus. So I don't recall the government behaving in an irresponsible manner where people were meeting each other or they were large congregations or anything like that.
That's
There was no
precisely
mass
what you rightly said. Do not communalize the virus. Of course, that's what we're asking here. Why is the Kerala government particularly easing restrictions during Bakrid and not while Onam? So isn't this appeasement politics? Isn't this just to gain some?
It is not appeasement politics, because the Kerala government, do not believe in religion appeasement. They're very clear. They believe in humanitarian work. They are humanists. So anybody accusing the Kerala government of communal appeasement is incorrect. So I am telling you, yes, a lot of political lobbies, a lot of opposing political parties will find an opportunity to attack Kerala, but they are reacting in a very unscientific and irrational manner. I've already told you why the number of cases in Kerala are showing an increased percentage of the cases. It's because of the consistent tracking, tracing, as well as ensuring that quarantine methods are adapted in a professional and scientific manner. Because of the high levels of testing.
Do you believe do you have any knowledge of whether Kerala will ease restrictions for Onam this time or not?
See, the thing is, if they are able to contain the pandemic and there is no third wave
That's looming, and there are warnings for it. There are warnings of a third wave. But keeping that aside, we are seeing Kerala itself having the highest number of cases. You're lapping up 20,000 per day.
See, I'll tell you what, why aren't we talking about the seropositivity result? Why aren't we looking at the absolute exemplary manner that they've conducted themselves in the past
So then use the same parameter for Bakrid and Onam. That's precisely what critics are asking. Why different measures for Bakrid, different measures for Onam?
I really don't understand why we're getting offended, because they have been very categoric that nobody is dancing on the streets, nobody is having religious congregations. The guidelines were relaxed so that people could go out and shop. So I don't think there were any mass prayer congregations going on, and everyone knows that 2 days of COVID relaxation does not in any way escalate the virus spread.
August 21st is the biggest day for Onam festivities. Let's see how the Kerala government really handles that day. Thank you very much, though, Saira Shah Halim, for joining us. Tuhin Sinha, BJP spokesperson, giving us that perspective there. In days to come, Onam is just around the corner. We're very interested to see how the Kerala government handles it. Remember, during Bakrid, the Supreme Court had also held Kerala government responsible, asking what was the necessity. This time, Onam is around the corner. What will Kerala government do? We're going to follow up. Thank you for watching.